Hi there. My name is Dr. Jazz. It's nice to finally meet you. I understand my nurse already came in and checked your vitals, is that correct? Okay, great. Why don't we go ahead and review that right now? So, blood pressure looks good, okay? And heart rate, heart function, lung function, perfect. And how is your temperature? Did she check? Okay, great. Perfect. And what about... Okay, we only ask because we want to double check at the very end. Just compare the results and see if anything's changed and if anything might concern us. Okay, great. Just letting you know what our procedures are going to be for today. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, so if you are ready, I can go ahead and just check your face. Okay, so I'll just be grabbing some gloves, be sanitary here. How's everything else going? Good. Mental health, physical health. I understand. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that this facial reconstruction surgery sort of helps to make you feel a little bit better. And this is a completely painless procedure. So everything that we'll be doing today, you won't feel a thing. In fact, it's actually quite relaxing. Okay, so I wanted to just start by checking around the face and just seeing if there are any areas that might be of concern to us today. So, okay. I'll just put this away for now. And do you mind if I just begin here? Okay, amazing, thank you. So I'm just going to palpate around the face here. Look up for me, please. I'm just going to press around the neck area. Make sure that there's a good amount of support there for this procedure. Good. Check for any broken capillaries, lymph nodes, things like that. Good. It looks like there's nothing of concern here. Okay. Now I'm going to press around your jaw area just to make sure that everything looks good there. Okay. Okay, you're doing excellent. If any of this is painful, please do let me know right away. Okay, I'm gonna press around the eyes. Go ahead and look up for me. Okay, good. Around the nose area. If I press here, does this hurt at all? No, good, okay. What about right here in between the brows? Good, okay. And here around the mouth, any pain? Next up, we can just do a little bit of like we already started, sort of like a cranial nerve exam. So just try to resist me opening the eye. Okay. Okay. And go ahead and try to smile. I'm just going to press the cheeks inward like this. Good. Okay. Everything is looking great on your face. And I think that you are the perfect candidate for this study. Okay, perfect. So, I'm just going to be starting with the shape of your face. So, we have a few options for you here. Now, you are not limited to these options. You can always combine them. You can feel free to just let me know if you want a combination of the two, something a little bit smaller or bigger. Everything can be completely adjusted here, okay? Great. So, these are the options for your face shape. You have oval, which is, of course, our most popular. Rectangle here, which is a little bit boxier around the jaw area. Jaw is a little bit more square here at the bottom. Then you have the inverted triangle. So the forehead area is typically larger here, and it sort of narrows down to a point at the jaw or at the chin. Then you have the diamond, where the cheekbones are at the highest point right there. So it sort of comes to a diamond like that. Okay. Next you have a triangle, which is where the forehead is somewhat narrow and the jaw area is a little bit more full here. Okay. Next you have the circle, where it's a little bit more full all around. Then we have rectangle here, which is where the forehead, the temple area, is similar to the fullness at the jaw. Then we have heart-shaped, which is also quite common. So it's sort of like a little heart at the top here, and it goes down to a point at the jaw. And then we have oblong here. So it's sort of like a mix of the rectangle and circle, where it's a little bit more rounded, but still somewhat angular. So, which one would you like? Yeah, okay. I think we could do that. So, you wanted the oval, but a little bit just more rounded at the jaw. Okay, great. So, I will be taking my gloves, and we should probably push your hair back to really get a good area on the face. I'm just gonna be feeling around the face, okay? And just making a nice little part on my hair here. Okay, good. The other side, just blend that out a little bit. Make that nice and relaxing for you. And I have this little clip here. And just clip it back. Like that. Perfect. And then, to really make sure that nothing is in the way, I'll just be moving that all back with this little lavender sleep mask, so it'll make you feel nice and relaxed as well. Okay. Go ahead and just slip this right over top of your head there. Secure that like that. Perfect. Is that comfortable? Great. Okay. So, I'm going to start by just sort of molding the side of your head. Okay. Like that. Just sort of bring in the corners here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to soften the edges of your face up a bit. They are being a little stubborn. Go ahead and hold still. I'm just going to on the other side, just hold still. I'm going to. Perfect. There we go. It's a lot easier to work with. Going to just mold that. Mold the temple inward slightly like that. Good. And the other side, just sort of mold that in. Okay. Then we're going to work on the jaw area here. Just sort of bring that out a little bit. Okay, and just pat that in. Good. Pull it out again a little bit. And pat. Okay. Good. And pull here on this side. Press it in. Pull it out. And perfect. We can make the cheekbones slightly more lifted. Going to pull the cheekbones out slightly. And pat. Good. The other side. Pull the cheekbones out. Okay, and perfect. Amazing. So your face is completely molded to the shape we want it to be. Perfect. I'm now going to be putting in a little bit more of this spray. This time we will be removing your entire face, so you'll still be able to see and you'll still be able to smell, taste, everything like that. We're just removing the features. Okay, whenever you're ready, this will not be painful at all. Just going to spray, 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 spray. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to be taking this and just wiping all of those features off of you. Like this, just removing all of it off. Very relaxing, yes. Good. Perfect. Let's move on to your eyes. For the eyes here, we have a few options here for you. Once again, feel free to combine any of these options together if you really wanted to. So, we have round eyes here. So round eyes are typically bigger, very like doll-like. The pupils typically, or the entire eye, typically isn't too covered by the bottom, as you can see. It's like right at the edge there. Then you have monolid, which is also a very popular choice here. So this is most commonly found in Asia, but this type of eye can be found in many different places across the globe, and it's such a flattering eye shape. So typically with monolid, there's not too much of a crease or no crease at all at the top. Then you have upturned eyes, where the eyes are slightly more upturned. Then you have downturned eyes, so the opposite of upturned, slightly more down. Then you have almond eyes. This, like the round one, is a very popular choice because you can see celebrities like Zendaya or Rihanna, etc. They have this eye shape, and the eye sort of tapers in here and at the end. And typically the eye is slightly above the little fold here. Okay, next up we have hooded eye, where the crease of your eye typically covers a little bit of the eyelid. So I personally have hooded eyes that can make eyeliner, things like that, a little bit difficult, but it's still a very beautiful eye shape. So if you wanted to, you could combine almond hooded together, or like an almond and upturned, or like a round with hooded, etc. It's all up to you. What do you think? Okay. An important step with the eyes is you want to mark where the eyes should start and where you want the eye to be located. I have another little graph for you here, or little picture. This is the location of the eye. So you have wide set eyes here, which is where the eyes are more far apart. If you take the distance of one eye, wide set eyes would typically be, it would sort of look like this. That distance of the eye there. It's a little bit wider than the distance of one eye. Then you have close set eyes, where I know it's a little bit inaccurate on these photos, but if you take this distance of one eye here, it would probably be like right there, so a little bit closer. You also have deep set eyes here, which is where the eyes are. Think about like slightly more pressed into the face. So kind of like that, deep set eyes. Okay. So you can also do a distance where the eyes are equal to each other. So if you were to take this and put it right in between, that would be the distance of one eye. Is that what you wanted? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mark out the location of the eye right there. Just boop. And on the end of the eye right there. Good. The top of the eye should be right about there. And the bottom of the eye should be right about there. Good. And the other eye. So the end of the eye should be about there. The inner corner of the eye should be right there. The top of the eye should come up to about here. And the bottom of the eye should be right there. Okay. If we mark the pupil, should sort of be like this. And the other side should sort of be like this. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take my little 3D technology pencils here. When you filled out the questionnaire, you did mention that you wanted to stick to a color theme for this year. So, sort of like a pink to neutral kind of theme. Okay, yes, that's doable. I'm gonna try to pick one that's a bit close to your skin color. Okay. Hold that right up to your skin. Good, okay. I think that should be good. I'm gonna start by just sketching the top of your eye there. And the bottom of the eye. Long swooping motions and short looks really good. Okay, now we can go ahead and pick out your eye color. How do you feel so far? Good, good. Okay, you're comfortable. That's our biggest priority here. Good. Okay. Now, here you can choose your pupil. So if you want this style of pupil, a smaller pupil, a bigger pupil, you can also choose any shape you want. If you don't want a pupil, we don't have to add one. But you can choose. These are just sort of like a basic guideline. And then you can choose the color. So, since you did mention that you wanted to stick to like a sort of pink magenta theme, we can go with this color right here, if that's something that interests you. Yeah, you could also go with this one or this one. If you really wanted to, you could also choose this, the blind eye here, or like the albino eye here. Now, these are cosmetic only, and it would still be a completely functional eye. Okay, so you think you'll go with that one? Let's take a look here. I think this one. I think that this color right here is quite accurate for what we want. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop that into your eye. Completely painless, right? Good. Drop that in. The more drops we do, the more intense the eye color becomes. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and blink. Blink your new eyes a couple of times for me. Thank you. Okay. Are you able to see properly? Good, good. That's what we want. Okay. Next up, I'm going to be taking a little eye test on you. Can you try reading this line here for me? Okay, good. E-D-O-D-C-F. Good. And could you try reading this line here? C-F-D-D-E-B. Good. And last line, if you can. B-L-C-D-D-C-B. Perfect. Now, just gonna be checking the color blindness. So, what do you see here? 3, good. And what do you see here? 16. Excellent. Okay, so it looks like your eyes are still fully functioning. We're going to be doing your eyelashes now. So these are your options. Now with the eyelashes, you can always add more. So don't be afraid to pick something a little dramatic if you'd like. Okay. So these typically are the ones that most people go for. It's like a good balance of everything, but if you wanted a more natural style, I would recommend this one here or this one here. 602. It's a good one. You also have 75 here, and you have 49 here, 33, and 27. If you wanted some more wispier styles, you have 110 here, you have 82, and 43. This one sort of is like a cat eye effect. So, you can go ahead and choose. Lots of full options here as well. Which one would you like? Okay, I can just go ahead and draw that in for you. So, I'm gonna make a little bit more. Add a few more of the hairs to the top of the eye there. Great. Okay. And then move on to the other eye here. Just really get into the eye and add in all of those little lashes. Make it slightly more curved like this. Get the bottom lashes here. Okay, that looks excellent. Next up, we can move on to eyebrows. So, for brows, we have a few, actually plenty of options for you. You have here in this column thinner options, and then in this column you have medium thick options, and then in this column here you have your very thick options. And each row has a different arch, as you can see. So, which style would you like? center of your pupil. Just look straight at me. Thank you. Yes, so right there. Make a little mark. And then at the end of your eye, just make a little mark there. Perfect. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna hold this right up to the corner of the eye. Good. Make a little dot there. Straight through the pupil. Look at me. Thank you. Good. And at the end of the eye right there, I'm gonna make the little mark. Right there. Good. So everything looks great here. Okay. I'm going to just sketch in the little hairs to start. So there, 2, 3. And add in the little wispy hairs. Wispy hairs. The eyebrow. Perfect. So, with our 3D technology, it does become hair right away. But I did make it just slightly too long. So I can go ahead and trim those hairs with my little scissors here. And take a little spoolie and brush the hairs upwards. Okay. And go ahead and just snip, 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 snip. At the top, snip, snip, snip. Okay. And the other side, let's go ahead and snip, 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 snip. Perfect. Okay. The brows and the eyes look excellent. Next, I'm gonna go in with your nose here. This is our most popular nose. Then we have this nose here with sort of a more defined tip and lower bridge. Then we have this nose here, bit more of a fleshy tip here, and a little bit of a higher bridge. Then we have this nose right here. It's a little bit more wide at the nose, at the bridge right here. And the nostrils are slightly more flared out. Then we have this nose here, where the tip is slightly more pointed downwards. And nostrils, the little tip of the nose, then the side here, the tip, to the side of the nose, go up the bridge. Okay, perfect. That looks great. Okay, take a deep breath in for me. And out through your nose. Now, in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Good, good, good. You still have a mouth, by the way, like you can still breathe. We're just going to make your lips now. So, these are the options you have for your lips. You have the full lips, which recently has been a lot more trendy in these upcoming years. And then you have round lips, which is a little bit more pressed in, a little bit more narrow. Then you have the heavy upper lip right here. Then you have the wide lips, which extends out more from corner to corner. Then you have the thin lips. Then you have the heavy lower lip, which of course has sort of a less intense upper lip than this one. Then you have the round lips, which